What is up, Rivals fans? Anyways, today we are making the Monsters Smash NFL Rivals tier list for this promo. It's only including epic legendaries because I was going to add rare, but it was going to take way too long. And keep in mind, this is only the players you can pull in packs. This doesn't include the tournament players, so Kirk Cousins or the Candy Shop players. What is it? Aaron Donald, I think is. Oh no, Aaron Donald isn't Candy Shop, but Candy Shop's like Humphrey, Derrick Henry, and then who else is the other guy? Debo Samuel. Just because we don't have full stats on all of those yet, or I think we do, but they're like hidden. Anyways, I'll make a video on the chase cards closer to when the Candy Shop is going to reveal, so we can rank all those and see which ones you guys should be prioritizing in this promo with however much candy you have. Anyways, let's hop right into it. It's going to take a little while because I actually have to look at these stats and evaluate them. This is like my first time looking at their stats. First up, we do have Ronald Jones. Here we go. We're not going to place him yet, but that's the card we're looking at. So Ronald Jones, hold up, I need to find him actually. Anyway, okay, 110 power level 1, 108 speed, 81 power move, 97 skill move, 161 quickness is pretty good, 116 carry, 143 acceleration, 99 endurance. Overall, nothing to really write home about. He's like basically a slower version of Gibbs. He's slower than Najee. He has really good acceleration and quickness, but the rest of the stuff is really nothing to write home about. I'd say he's a solid option. He's not like terrible, but for a running back, I would say he's pretty bad, to be honest. I don't see him as being all that good, but I don't see him as being terrible either, although he is pretty bad actually. I think we're actually going to move him down to D tier. I don't really see a reason you should be using. We'll put him at C tier, I think, because at least he's at a useful position. Like, if you don't have a running back, he'll still be useful. There's way better epic options, though. Next up, we have Devin White, linebacker. So let's check his stats. I'm just checking stats behind the scenes, so I don't have to. Shoot, I don't have the stats here. Let me pull them up, actually. I'm checking stats behind the scenes because otherwise I would have had to pull up way too many tabs on my computer. So this video might be a tad long because I'm literally like live ranking. Other ranking videos, I looked at stats beforehand, but this one I literally don't know. Okay, so here it is. 109 power level 1, 92 speed, 100 strength, 105 agility, 110 acceleration, 125 awareness, and the rest of the stuff isn't super relevant. 85 man in zone, 117 disengage. Let's look at what stats are important for linebackers. Let's look how that stacks up to other epic linebackers in the game right now. Compared to like, oh no, that's a program word. Let's look at the like normal ones. His tackle and disengage at 130, 117 doesn't really stack up with like kickoff Levante David. I think even draft Jack Campbell's better. Even rewind Alex Singleton is giving you a little bit better stats than that overall. I just think this is not a really good card. It's pretty much a bottom tier linebacker card. It's more comparable to one of the rares in the stats that matter. So we're actually going to be putting this, again, it is a defensive player though. So I'm going to put it at the C tier below Ronald Jones. I think Ronald Jones is actually better than Devin White. Pittman Jr., let's check him. I think he's pretty bad. He's pretty slow. So that's what we're going to say about Pittman. Yeah, he ranks out with a 118 speed. That's lower than, or wait, no, that's pretty fast for a rare, but compared to the other epic cards, it's like mid of the road, nothing to write home about. 109 catch, 85 insane catch. So his speed is actually not terrible, but he got 143 jump, which is way too much jump for a wide receiver. I don't like jump. Jump still doesn't really do anything in the game. We're going to rank him ahead of Jones, but he's usable. Nothing to really write home about, I think. I don't think he's particularly good stacked up against some of the other top-end epic wide receivers like Jacoby, OBJ, Mike Evans even. I think he's very underwhelming. when you stack up his speed and other catching attributes. This is going to take a while. Let's speed up a little bit. Larry Ogunjobi. Low-key, I totally forgot what position Larry Ogunjobi plays. If they're not, oh, he's a DT. If they're not fantasy relevant, I'm not a big fan. Anyways, let's see how he measures up compared to the other guys over here. And let me check his level 1 stats. Alright, cool. So, Larry Ogunjobi at level 1 is 114 power, 92 speed, 140 strength, 97 agility, 82 acceleration, 100 awareness. Let's see what's important on here. 116 disengage, 122 power rush, 127 tackle, 87 skill rush. Let's look at how he stacks up. Honestly, this is another really underwhelming card. Yeah, he's better than draft can see, but I wouldn't really put him above of Carter. He has better strength than Jalen Carter, but the rest of the stats aren't as good as Carter all around the board. Carter has better well-rounded pass rushing stats. So we're going to put Ogunjobi because he's a D tackle. He's going to be our first D tier. D tackle just really isn't as useful because there's only one slot. Kyler, I don't really even have to look at Kyler. He's probably going really low. Let's check the stats though. So he's a 114 base. He has 141 throw power. Or wait, no, that's not the right stats. Hold up. He has. Let's just look at that. Okay, so throwing stats has 132 throw power, 128 short pass, 131 long pass. He has 111 speed, 124 agility, and 111 excel. Let's see, 120s-ish throwing, 130s, 120s-ish throwing. Really, honestly, not that good. You stack him up against the others, that's really comparable to, I would say, like a Justin Fields type of build. That's just not going to get it done, to be honest, in today's meta. He's slightly better thrower than Justin Fields. He's usable as a QB, but there's really no reason when you look at Burrow, who has like 145, 150 accuracies, and a higher throw power too. I don't think he's super relevant in the game right now. I think he's definitely outclassed, and there's so many better options in D tier. It is kind of an impactful position. I think you could put low C tier, high D tier, but we're going to put Murray at a D tier. With the way QBs work, there's just no reason that you would really need one that's like that bad of stats. You don't need a mobile QB. Offensive lineman, I'm trying to speed this up for you guys. Let's see, there's way too many offensive linemen that I'm trying to compare to right now. Okay, so here we go. Jonah Williams, overall 108, run block 108, pass block 111, power block 132. I would say his stats are just a bit low across the board compared to the other Epic Smash system. Or no, not the other Epic Smash, the other Epic promo cards in the game. Jonah Williams is just not that good. He's not in an impactful position. He's actually one of the worst Epics, I would say, in the game, comparative to position. Kendall Fuller, wow, this is stacking up to be a really brutal promo so far. Let's see. So we have, let me see, is he a strong safety? I don't even remember. Kendall Fuller, oh, he's a cornerback, that's what I thought. He wasn't showing up on my cornerback listing. Alright, let's see. Kendall Fuller at level 1. Let's find the stats real quick. Gotta type it in. This is really taking a while. Well, we'll get through it though. Here we go. Kendall Fuller, 121 base. Wait, no. 113 level 1. 120 speed. 121 agility. 111 acceleration. He has 120 zone. 132 man. So let's look at the important stats, which is a man and zone coverage compared to the other epic corners in the game. That's fine. That's passable. That's actually pretty good, I would say. It's pretty good. You give up a little speed compared to some of the other cornerbacks, the gritter cornerbacks, stuff like that. But his coverages are honestly really solid. 120, 131 is okay, actually. It's not like elite. I'd say it's definitely like stacked up against the draft cards, it's probably better than the draft cards at base. Those draft cards are upgraded by now. But I think this is going to be our first B tier. I would say it's a low B tier, but it's definitely a usable defensive card. If you don't have that many players on your team, it would be a priority because cornerback is so important. I don't mind him at all. Let's look at Colton Miller. Let's see. Colton Miller across the board. Let's check. Okay, Colton Miller grades out 113 power base 1, 110 run block, 121 pass block, 137 power block, 136 strength. So let's look at these stats stacked up. I think again, I mean, you find that he's a little bit better version of Jonah Williams. Not that great stats across the board. The run block, the pass block isn't really there. His power block and strength is decent. It's up there. Obviously, he's going to be better than Jonah Williams. I would say he's also a pretty bad card, though. We're going to put him bottom C tier. Definitely a big upgrade over Jonah if you have to pick. But, I mean, at the same time, you're probably going to be using both of these guys just to get the bonuses without affecting your offense or defense. So, realistically, it's like they're actually pretty useful cards, these O-linemen. Von Bell. Just check that real quick. I think he's a safety, if I'm not tripping. Yeah, he's a safety. All right, well, the thing is we do have a lot of good safeties out right now. But he grades out with 116 overall level 1, 119 man, 134 zone, 122 speed, 122 tackle, 117 jump, which actually now is important for the defensive players. He stacks out pretty comparable. His coverages aren't all that great. Neither is his speed. So let's see. He does have overall decent stats across the board. I don't think he's one of the like top tier strong safeties, but strong safeties are also super useful in the game right now. You do need both safeties if you're gonna make runs. They're really big in keeping the score up. I would put him at a B. Decent card overall. Fuller's probably better in coverage than Von Bell is, but Von Bell is a really solid card all around. Randy Gregory, that's a D end. Unless they moved him they didn't move him to D tackle, I think. Let's check his stats. Okay, cool. 110 base power, 110 strength, 110 power pass rush, 133 skill pass rush, 123 tackle, 113 quickness, 98 acceleration, 92 speed. He's okay for a D end. He's okay for a D end. He's nothing special. He has solid stats across the board, good skill pass rush. Doesn't pop out anywhere. Gonna be better than rares, obviously. So I would say he's like high C tier. I would put him E. I would put him better than Pittman Jr. He's all around solid. Now we get to the legendary. So let's look at Bradley Chubb. Now we get into the real difference makers here. Let me check his stats compared to some of the other DNs. Bradley Chubb. Okay, Bradley Chubb, level 1. Is there a level 1? No, okay. What's Chubb's level 1 power rating? I don't even know what his level 1 power rating is. I could check that, but there's only level 5s listed up. His level 5 is a 133, so I think he's probably like a 128, 129 legendary at level 1. So let's see. He has 102 speed, 141 strength, and then let's just look at the tackle and pass block. Skill pass rush 147, power pass rush 136, tackle 125. So overall, let's see. Strength is a little lacking compared to some of the other legendaries. It's pretty decent. His power pass rush, skill pass rush is okay. Very well rounded. I'll say he has like 130s. I don't think he's really anything special. There's been other pretty balanced defensive ends. Let's see. Strength, yep. Tackle is, let's look at how his tackle stacks up. It's weird not being on a out of 100 scale because it's like really hard for me to tell how good these cards actually are. I mean, I think I might have overrated, but we'll see because I can't really put, like, now I have to put all the legendaries in the A or S tier, or like maybe low B tier. So we'll see how that stacks up. Buda Baker. Let's look at Buda Baker's stats. This is actually interesting. He's a free safety now, I think, so that's a pretty important card. Just by nature of the position, we're probably going to end up putting him higher. Buda Baker's 133, level 1. Let's check him out. Check him out. Okay, so he has 141 speed, 141 speed, 149 agile, 122 acceleration, jump 130, tackle 127, man coverage 131, zone coverage 143. Let's look how that stacks up. It's pretty solid coverage stats. It's pretty solid. He can definitely cover both. In coverage, let's see. Tackle at 127 is super solid. We do like that for a base legendary. Speed, agility at 141, 149. That's pretty much gonna stack up with some of the best free safeties in the game right now. I do think he's a really good coverage safety. I would have him high A tier. I don't want to overrate. He might move up to. We'll put him low S tier for now. This is our first S tier card. I would say he's a pretty good. I'd say he's a pretty good safety. One of the best at the position right now. Until they release a mythical free safety, I'm going to put him solidly S tier. I was going to put him A tier, but I think there does need to be some differentiation. Man, we're already 16 minutes. Okay, Kirk. Let's look at Christian Kirk. So he's a 124 base. We do get, let's see. I don't even know what the highest speed guys are right now. Highest speed is like 151 base, so. Oh, it's pulling up Kirk Cousins. Anyway, let's get some water for hydration. We have a couple cards left, so let's check out. 124 level 1, 150 speed. Okay, bam. 144 excel, 113 awareness, 148 agility. Catch is not that crazy. 103 catch, 106 insane catch. To be honest, what's his stamina? This is important. Stamina's 107. So the thing is, this is a burner card. His speed is really good. His stamina is meh. His stamina is not crazy. His stamina is not that good. But I mean, I feel like we have to rank him off here. His base card is one off of Tyreek at level 1. I don't see how we can not rank him up here. Shoot, I think my screen is like orange. I have it on like bedtime mode. Sorry about that. Let me turn it off. Alright, cool. That should be good now. Y'all can see now. Cooper Kupp, unfortunately, my boy Kupp, one of the best wide receivers in the league, is going to get slided here. I don't even have to look at the stats. I mean, he's not a burner, so he's not going to be that good overall, to be honest. Yeah. This Kupp card, not very good in my opinion. Not very fast. Let me read out the stats for you. I have to find those. But it's just going to be, I can already tell you where he's going to end up, and it's going to be bottom A tier, the worst legendary so far, especially when Christian Kirk, who's way better, just got dropped the same promo. I mean, he's, what is he, level 1? 131 level 1, but his speed is only 129, so you can see how fast Kirk is off that. 148 agile, 137 excel, great awareness, great catching, 159, 157 for those, 154 insane catch. Until catching becomes really important, I just don't think this is a great card, unfortunately. Just because the speed is not there. He doesn't have that top end speed. There's epic or even rare wide receivers with better speed than he does. Let's look at Bakatari. Bakatari is going to stack up there, I think. Yeah, Bakatari is pretty solid in terms of stats. Let's see. I'm trying to find his level 1 stats right now. David B. I don't want to spell that last name. That's what's been causing me issues. Anyways, cool. So, I don't know what his power level 1 is. Let's filter it for only legend. Okay, here we go. 127 power level 1. Let's just look at the pass block. Run block 128, pass block 157, power block 149. That's all super solid, I think. Let's see. Other legendaries. Let's look at like Paris Brown from the Paris Johnson, sorry, not Paris Brown. Ain't mean to disrespect like that. He's got 117, 135, 135. Okay. And, oh, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Paris Johnson had like 117, 135. This dude has like 128, 157, 149 on blocking. That's a really good, that's a really, really good offensive lineman. This is some of the highest blocking stats we have if you look across the board at the other linemen. I think this is just a great card overall. His position is just not as valuable, I would say, O-line. But, I mean, if you're plugging in an O-line anyway and you have the money, I would say he's one of the best. You're going to put him here above Bradley Chubb because he's one of the best in position right now. Unfortunately, position's just not super valuable. Demario Davis, linebacker. Okay, yeah, he is a linebacker. Let's see if we can find his level 1 stats. Demario Davis, don't have a level 1 for him right now. I think he's probably like 125-ish. So 100 speed, let's look at the tackle. 128 strength, 155 tackle, we love to see that. 135 disengage, 120 zone coverage, 99 man coverage. So first thing that pops out, this is not going to be a coverage linebacker. This is probably a tackling, rushing linebacker. Let's look at this real quick. Let's stack him against like Will Anderson base. Will Anderson base has 127 tackles, so that's a big improvement for Demario Davis. He has like the engage on this card is not that good, so you're getting more tackling, less engage. Speed and strength. The physical is not super great. You're getting 100 speed, 128 strength. So this dude's going to be strong. He's not really going to be fast or agile, I think. And then in terms of coverage stats, you're getting fairly average coverage stats, I would say. This definitely isn't an elite card at the position. I would put him with Chubb where he's a good card. He's not a great card. I think him and Chubb are basically the same, where they're interchangeable for me. K9, this is interesting. I'm not really sure. I know K9 is super good. Shoot, I need to scroll this up. We're a little low on the tier list. Anyways, 4 left. K9, let's look how he stacks up. This one for sure, I can tell you, I just got to find the base stats. Kenneth Walker. I can tell you where his speed is at, since 150, I would say, for a base card is basically. So he's 125 base power, 145 speed level 1. That's really good. I mean, that's really good. The Ashane, they came out recently, is faster than that. Let me see what Ashane is level 1. He's 154 speed, or no, wait, that's level 4, I think. Let's see. Where's Ashane at? Let's look at what Ashane is at. Level 1, he's 144, so, okay, yeah, this is one of the fastest cards in the game, and I expect him to have more well-rounded stats as well than probably an Eckler and a Shane does. Eckler's still faster, but I think K9 is probably the better legendary running back at this point in the game. 154 agility, 139 excel. That's pretty top shelf stuff, I would say. Yeah, it's definitely really top shelf physical attributes. Having the 139 acceleration is really nice too for a base card. Overall, I think he's a really, really solid card. You're not going to go wrong using this card. I would say he's very solid. I don't think he's top of the position like a Kirk or a Baker, but he's definitely super. I mean, he's top, but not like the top. I would say he's like above Bakatari. Bakatari is a better card relative to the position, but running back overall is going to be more useful to you in the grand scheme of things. 3 more to go. Kyle Pitts. We'll see what kind of cards. Man, they need to get this man out of Atlanta. Arthur Smith is just being a football terrorist right now. This dude has so much talent, and he's just trapped. Can't produce any fantasy points for my team. It's very sad. Anyways, Kyle Pitts, 126 base overall, 152 catch, 131 speed. So let's compare him to Engram. I know Engram had really good stats. This is a better card than Evan Engram. Okay, 91 strength, 94 run block, 142 insane catch, 130 excel, 159 jump, which is kind of a waste, 98 agility, and then 109 stamina, so that's going to be a little interesting. I think overall this is probably one of the better cards. This is one of the faster cards. It's faster than Kittle, who I know I really liked. I don't think he's as good as K9, or even he's like competitive on the top of his position. So I guess I have to put him ahead of Bakatari by how I've been ranking. I do think, like I said, I think K9 is definitely better because he's, I would say, better than Pitts relative to the position. I would say Bakatari, if you're ranking by pure how good they are relative, here, but if it's usefulness to your team, he's probably third in the A tier. Tariq Woolen, let's look at that. This is intriguing because cornerback is just super important when you're building your team. He's going to be at 126 base, level 1. And let's see how he stacks up to the other corners. So the other legendary corners right now are like, is like Witherspoon, Sauce, Trevon Diggs. Let's check out his level 1 stats. So he has 138 speed, 144 agility, 134 acceleration, 141 stamina, really good, 141 jump, 124 man, 143 zone. So he has less man for sure. He has less man. 143 is fine, but his coverages are just not that great. Zone and man being 124, 143 is just really not super high end for a corner right now. I think that's outclassed by most of the corners in the game, to be honest. I'm not really feeling this card. He's okay. His speed, his physical intangibles are good. I don't think you're getting the coverages. So, unfortunately, this is I would say, bottom A tier card, even though cornerback is super valuable. I would say it's even below Davis. It's better than Cup for sure. I'm actually going to move Cup down to the B tier. Cup is just a new level bad, unfortunately. With the wide receiver saturation, Cup is just, yeah. Vita Vea, here we go. Let's check out his stats. Level 1 stats for Vita Vea. This is the last card in the video. Let's see if we ended out with a bang or not. Unfortunately, it's a D tackle, so it's probably not a bang, but let's set it on legendary. Elijah Vera Tucker's. Okay, we couldn't find a level 1. I assume he's like a 127-ish power, something around there. Speed 46, obviously. Strength is a 173. Wow, okay, strength 173. Level 1 is kind of crazy. That's an insane amount of strength for a, that's a crazy amount of strength. That's an insane stat. He might be pretty high tier. And then, let's check out. Tackle 155. He's hitting great stats right now. 152 power pass rush, 97 scale, 155 disengage. I mean, I think they gave him the stats in the places that matter. They didn't give him like any speed at all, barely any awareness. But he has 173 strength, 155 disengage, 155 tackle, 152 power pass rush. So he's not going to be an elite, what is it called? He's not going to be an elite, like skill rusher, obviously, but power rushing, this is the best power rusher in the game. He's so good that even though D tackle is a pretty bad position, he's still going to be the second most valuable player on my list. That really surprised me. I didn't check his stats, but this Vita Vea card is a monster card. I mean, if defense really does something, this Vita Vea is a game changer. I can't put him above Buddha because Buddha is just at a so much more valuable position. But I think this Vita Vea card legitimately might be the best card stat for stat in the program. At least for like your position, it might be the best. It might be the best card in the program. Yeah, definitely some solid cards. The epic cards are really, like, to be honest, a lot of the epic cards are stinkers. I think you're better off going back to past epics. But some of the legendary cards in here are super solid. Definitely some good additions here. I'm going to break these down into positional tier lists, but we're already pushing almost 30 minutes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Too Natty out.